Jerry back with that Theatrically Jerry, and this is my final thoughts video on UKING's 36 by 3 watt LED wash slash strobe. This is model ZQ0613, and if you haven't already, go ahead and check out my in-depth review on this. It's a separate video on my channel. I go really in depth on this light fixture, so if you haven't seen it yet, check that out. But anyways, final thoughts video. For the price, this light is decent. If you can get it for under $150, great. I would not spend any more than that on this light fixture. Simply because the quality control isn't the greatest on these. If you watched the in-depth review, you would notice that the silk screen lettering is smeared on it. There are some cracks on the acrylic plexiglass front cover. Other than that, everything checks out. The light works as it should. So these are just basically appearances. So there's nothing wrong mechanically with it. A couple of things I did not like about this light fixture is the claims. This does not have a 30 hertz strobe on it. And again, if you haven't seen the in-depth review, go ahead and check that out because I show you the strobe. It also does not have a 32-bit linear dimming system on it, as they claim. This thing's lucky to get 8. You can see every single step of the dimming, especially at the lower end. It's not a horribly smooth dimmer. I've seen a lot worse on light fixtures. But that basically means this is not going to be any good for anything theatrical where you're demanding control of the dimmer, especially at the lower range. But it's fine for nightclubs, and if you have a band and you want to bring these out because they're super lightweight, they would be great for that as well. But for things like churches and theaters, I would not recommend this light simply because the 32-bit linear dimming is more like 8-bit. A couple of things I do like about this light is the look of this light. I mean, it's definitely sets it apart from other light fixtures. Even with it off right now, it's a completely different looking light fixture than ones I've seen before. There are so many 50/50 RGB LEDs on this, and they do a superior job of creating really cool light shows. You can do countdowns. There's numbers on here. Um, you can do basically things that look like equalizers on it as well. And you have super fine control of this when you put it in the 146 channel mode. You can control each individual square here. So those are a couple things I do like about it. A couple of things that I don't necessarily like or dislike about it. The motor noise. It's not super loud, but it's definitely there. So keep that in mind. The exhaust fan is running right now on the bottom. It has not kicked in on the top. If I go ahead and put this in auto mode just to show you guys, there goes the exhaust fan for the LEDs. The exhaust fan's not super loud either, but it's not the quietest exhaust fan I've ever heard on a light fixture, so that was kind of a bummer as well. I do like the build quality though. It's aluminum and plastic, so that checks, especially with other light fixtures in this price range. So I do like the aluminum and plastic. I do like how lightweight this light fixture is. And I also like the ease of use of this light fixture. It's super easy to use, especially if you run it in auto mode or if you're going to do master and slave mode. It can go very advanced though with the 146 channels. So if you do have a light console and you have some DMX channels to spare, you can throw this in 146 channel mode and you can make some really cool lighting effects. The light itself is not super bright. These are 3 watt LEDs, the warm whites here. They're not super bright. The 5050s are 0.3 watts, so that's not super bright at all. If you're going to look directly into this light fixture, it does hurt your eyes, but from a distance, it's not going to bother your eyes. And like I said, they're just not bright or pack enough punch for larger venues or even maybe medium-sized venues, but smaller venues, this is going to be great for those as well. So basically, if they would have included brighter lights on this and actually included a 32-bit linear dimming system on this, this would have been like one of the coolest lights I've reviewed this year, simply because I love the look of the super large rectangular lens on this. So other than that, there's not really a whole lot else I can complain about. They're trying to make this a professional light fixture with the PowerCon in and out in the back, which I appreciate. I don't really care for the typical display screen. I would have liked to have seen a full colored LCD display, but that would have brought up the price of this light. Anyways, I am going to include a link if you're interested in purchasing one of these. It's going to be down below in the description. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. I do respond to them as quickly as I can. If you enjoy stuff like this, professional stage lighting, DJ lighting, atmospherics, equipment, tutorials, anything that involves DMX, go ahead and subscribe to my channel at Theatrically Jerry. And thank you guys for watching.